Search engines aren't what they used to be. Remember when you punch in a few keywords and hope for the best? Those days are long gone. Now, search engines like Google are practically mind readers, delivering results that actually make sense. The magic behind this transformation? It's all about semantic search and entity optimization. Let's break it down in simple terms and see how you can get your content in front of the right eyes. What the heck is semantic search? So here's the deal. Semantic search is when a search engine doesn't just look at the words you type, but actually tries to figure out what you mean. It's like having a conversation with a really smart friend who gets you, even if you're not super clear. How does it work? Instead of matching your exact words, semantic search looks at what you're really asking. What's your end game? The search engine tries to figure out what you're after. It reads between the lines to understand the meaning of your words. It looks at how different pieces of content relate to each other, like connecting dots on a map. This way, even if you search for something vague or weirdly worded, the search engine can still serve up what you need. It's not just about keywords anymore, it's about context and intent. The tech behind it, natural language processing NLP. I highly recommend reading my book in this regard. This fancy term means the search engine understands human language, not just computer code. It can catch the nuances in your words, like when you're being sarcastic or asking a question. Machine learning. The more data the search engine chews through, the smarter it gets. It learns from all those searches to get better at predicting what you want. Knowledge graphs. Think of this as a giant web of facts. The search engine connects different entities like people, places, and things to understand how they are related. Google's knowledge graph is a prime example, linking all sorts of info to help you find what you're looking for faster. What's the deal with entity recognition? Now, let's talk about entity recognition. This is when a search engine spots and categorizes the big players in your content, like names, brands, locations, and concepts. In SEO lingo, these are entities. For example, if you say Amazon is rolling out new drones, the search engine knows Amazon is the company you're talking about and drones are the product. Simple, right? So, why it matters? Clearing up confusion. Some words mean more than one thing. Apple, for example, could be the tech giant or the fruit. Entity recognition helps the search engine figure out which one you're talking about. Juicing up search results by recognizing entities, the search engine can create cool extras in the search results like knowledge panels or those answer boxes that give you info without even clicking a link. Personalization. Entities also help tailor search results to you based on your past searches, location, and interests. It's like the search engine has a memory. How to optimize your content for semantic search and entities. So, how do you make sure your content plays nice with all this advanced tech? Here is a cheat sheet. Write content that doesn't suck. Plain and simple. First things first, your content has to be good. Seriously, search engines are getting smarter at figuring out what's legit and what's just fluff. Be the answer. Write content that answers the questions people are actually asking. This is especially important with the rise of voice search. Go deep. Cover all angles of a topic. The more comprehensive your content, the more likely it is to be seen as authoritative. Check out my website, maria-johnsen.com. See how comprehensive I explain things. It's not just making a page longer, because when I myself search in Google, I want to know everything about the subject. This is how I write my articles. I try to explain the topic from different angles, and the questions may arise in that regard. Use a structured data, aka schema markup. Structured data is like giving the search engine a map of your content. It helps the search engine understand what your page is about. Use relevant schema to tag the important stuff like your company, products, or people mentioned in your content. This makes it easier for search engines to categorize your information. See, structured data can also help you snag rich snippets in search results, which can increase your click through rate. Keep it conversational. Write like you talk. Seriously. A natural tone can do wonders for your SEO, especially with how people search these days. Of course, it depends on who is your audience. For example, if your audience are academics, of course you should write academically. Also, use synonyms and related terms to cover all the ways someone might search for your content. Thinking in entities. Start thinking about your content in terms of entities, not just keywords. Entity-based keywords are the key entities in your niche and build your content around them. For instance, if you're in the movie biz, think about entities like specific films, directors, and genre. Content clusters of content around these entities to establish yourself as an authority on the topic. For example, if you're writing about example, build out clusters on related topics like cryptocurrency, smart contracts, and decentralization. Make your content easy to find. Help search engines find and understand your content. Link it up. Use internal linking to connect related content on your site. This helps search engines and users navigate your site better. Clear URL structure helps. Use clear descriptive URLs that hint at the content on the page. Avoid jargon or unnecessary complexities. So, wrapping it up, the world of SEO is changing fast. Semantic search and entity recognition are at the forefront of this evolution, making search engines smarter and more intuitive. If you want to stay ahead, you need to optimize your content not just for keywords, but for meaning and context. By understanding and applying these concepts, you better